Good morning, this is Coach Peter Cummings with Plan2Peak Endurance Sport Coaching, and this is one of our how-to videos on how to create a manual workout file in WKO+. You can see here that we've got one of my athletes, Rick Wolf, and you can see a beautiful performance management chart here. We're working on base period where Rick is driving up his chronic training load during this time period. And the way you drive up a chronic training load is to accumulate training stress. Well, when we go to the gym, sometimes our bikes' power meters don't work or GPSs don't work. Well, what do you do for training stress? Well, in the gym, obviously, we don't have a device for that, but you can create a manual workout file for that, and much in the same way that Rick did that here for his after bike spin. After weight workout. So he created a 36-minute file with a 0.673 intensity factor, and he netted 24 training stress points, which again shows up in this chart. But during this time period, during base, I like to have my athletes in the gym, and 2, maybe 3 days a week. They're not accumulating training stress, where that's not really the case. So we want to make this a little bit more accurate, and what you need to do is to create a manual workout file for this weights. And I like to have my athletes use the bike threshold. You need to know your threshold and compare it to that workout intensity. The bike is, people are just a little bit more familiar with the power meter on their bike. So I remind them first and foremost that there's a lot of off sessions in the gym, so those would be going in as 0. So to try to be on the conservative side, while the on portions might be a little bit more intense, the off portions are coming in at 0. So take that into account when you're trying to put in an average power, because that's what you need to do, is put in an average power to create this workout entry. So what you need to do is, while you're in your calendar, hit File and then hit Manual Workout Entry, and after you do that, you'll get a little workout wizard that pops open. You have to choose a sport. We're going to use strength training, and Rick did that for about 65 minutes, and his functional threshold right now is set at 275. And while, like I said, the gym feels intense while you're doing the training, in between you're averaging in zeros. So we're going to use a number of about 180 watts, and as you can see, as I type in 180 watts, we get a 0.655 intensity factor and a training stress score for this workout. So you just hit OK, and it creates that workout. Now the only problem is this actually was done Friday, not today. So if you're going back to fill in this information, make sure that you correct it and you put it in on Friday. And that's all you have to do is hit save. And after it saves it, we can go back and check our calendar. And what you'll see in Rick's calendar is that we have a manual entry of 0.655, 46 stress points, hour and 5. So now we're a little off on the time of the workout. What I like to do here is I just open up this workout, and because this is automatically getting pulled into Plan2Peaks for us now, and copy that over and put it into Rick's manual file so that we don't lose his notes, because these are good notes, good to have. And you just go back and plug that in, hit save again, and that'll save Rick's notes and what the workout actually was. And then what you can do is delete that other workout, and we'll close that, and we'll go back to the calendar page and just delete that, and now we'll have an accurate performance management chart. And that's about it. So you see the one without the training stress. I'll right click, delete this workout, hit yes, and now we've updated his performance management chart a little bit more accurately.